everybody, and welcome to my channel. I just really quickly wanted to introduce myself since this is my first video on here. So my name is Brooke and I am going to medical school this fall, so I plan on making videos on that as well as personal growth and lifestyle content. So if you like that type of content, stick around and I will hopefully have more of it. So today I just wanted to make a video where I talk about the things that I think are the best to do while we are in quarantine right now. Now, these are things that will help us grow, help us nourish ourselves, and set us up for a better future. However, I do want to set a quick disclaimer that if you are just trying to take a break and enjoy yourself and relax during this time, that is totally fine. I know everybody is putting out things you can do and how to be productive during quarantine, but I think that if you are doing something that works for you and you are spending this time in a way that's nourishing your soul, then that is totally fine. This is for the people that maybe are looking for a little bit more motivation or some ideas and who might be a little bit bored right now and want to know, how can I use this time really effectively to help myself in the future? So if you are here for that type of video, stick around and let's get into it. So the first thing that I think is really important and could be useful right now is to either start a YouTube channel or a blog or some sort of project. This is something that I think is useful to do when we have this extra time, because a lot of these things take time to set up and maybe learn the ins and outs of, but once you figure that out, it might be easier to carry on in the future. Let's say you want to start a YouTube channel or some sort of business. You can do tons of research now while we're spending more time at home, and then maybe you want to take those steps to officially starting that project. And I think this is really great if you've been wanting to start something for a while, or you've had an idea in your head and you haven't really explored it, or you haven't put in the time. I think this is really the best time to focus our energy in that direction. So many things that you could do. You could start an Etsy shop. Let's say you wanted to make some sort of Instagram account, or some sort of cooking themed Instagram or blog or something, or whatever you're passionate about. If you've always wanted to put it out there or start a business of some sort, I think this is a great time to just look into that thing and start setting yourself up for taking that project into the future. So the second thing that I would say is a great thing to do during quarantine is to focus on reading and learning. Now, if you are one of those people that buys books a lot and always says that you're going to read them, and then they start to pile up on your desk or in your living room or wherever, then this is a really great time to finally go into those books and dive into them and spend this time reading, whether it's fiction or nonfiction. However, I think this is just a great time to focus on learning in general. And if you don't have books at home, there are resources online. A lot of libraries offer free ebooks and audiobooks with a library card. There are also services that you can pay for, like Audible has audiobooks that you can buy. And that's something that you can really invest your time in to learn a lot. So in addition to that, you can also try some free online courses. There are also online courses that you could pay for, of course, but I know that Harvard has some free ones, and there are other places online where you can get free online courses if you just want to learn about a specific topic. So there are really just a lot of things you can do, and you can take something that you might not know anything about and you've always wanted to learn more about it, and just dive into it and become immersed, and then you can leave quarantine being an expert on that topic. So the third thing that I would recommend doing during this time is learning a new language, or, improving a language that you might already speak a little, or maybe you took a language in high school and you just don't remember it that well. This is the perfect time to do that. And there are so many resources. Now, if you are starting off completely new to the language, there is Duolingo. It's personally not my favorite. I just go on YouTube, and if I want to learn the alphabet for a language, because I have done that before, I can just go and, search up, this language's alphabet on YouTube, or I can look at some of the basic phrases or intro to this language. There's so many YouTubers out there that teach a language specifically, and you can really learn a lot, even if you're just learning the basics. Now, another thing that you can do online is access italki. Now, italki is a site where you can go on and you can video chat with a teacher. So you can have a one-on-one lesson, and there are like tons of languages and tons of teachers that you can choose from. And that's how you can have one-on-one conversations. And that's how you can also learn more. Even if you're in the very, very beginning stages, it's super helpful just to speak and to have conversations with people and just use what you know already. Like, don't be intimidated, just do it. And so that is another thing that's super helpful, especially if you don't have friends that speak that particular language. So then, in addition to that, something that I've done, if you're a little bit more advanced, this is something that might work. Or let's say you speak a language and you've just forgotten some of it, you haven't studied it in a while, you can just watch videos on YouTube, or you can watch TV shows in that language. So for me, I speak some French and I'm really trying to perfect my French. So what I've been doing is I've been watching some stuff on Netflix, and then I look at French YouTubers, and any word that I don't know, I will go write it down and study it. So the fourth thing that you can do during this time is to tutor online. So this is a great thing for people that might be looking to make some extra money. I know that there are sites like VIP Kid, which is a site where you can teach English online, and a lot of people use it and they love it. If, let's say, one of these sites doesn't work out, if you know somebody, let's say you have a family friend that has a kid that's in school and needs some help, I would just suggest reaching out to them. We are living in a world right now where so many kids are doing school at home, and their parents might not be equipped to teach them and might not know how to teach them the material that they have to learn. So I think that, going and looking for opportunities to teach English or to tutor or whatever it is could be so useful, and I'm sure you can make money. Now, that leads me to my fifth point, which is to volunteer. So it's actually funny because volunteering rates have skyrocketed recently because of the coronavirus and the quarantine. I think that a lot of people just really want to connect with others on a deeper level, since we aren't spending as much time with others physically. I think in addition to that, a lot of people are really weighed down by the gravity of the situation that we're going through right now. And I think volunteering is a great way to spend your time, because you can feel like you're having an impact in a time where we feel that everything is out of our control. So there are so many ways to give back online. One thing that I recently started doing is I signed up for an organization where people are matched with senior citizens, and you have weekly phone calls, since a lot of those senior citizens are isolated right now and they may be feeling lonely, especially because, many of them do not have the regular programming that they might be having. They may not be having visitors out of safety concerns. So that is one thing that you can do. And in addition to that, There are also other things. I'm going to link an article down below in the description box that gives some ideas of things that you can do online. However, I think even if a lot of organizations are filled with volunteers, or if you have need in your community, I think there's so much that you can do just for the people around you, for neighbors, for your family members that you're living with. Even if you can't be with them physically, I think that there are ways that you can try to help them. For instance, let's say you have some elderly family members or elderly neighbors. I think it'd be great to offer if they would like you to get their groceries for them or their prescriptions, or just checking in on them regularly to make sure that they're okay during this time if they don't have anyone. I think another thing you can do is just ask people around you what they need. Be there for the people that might need you during this time. So, I think that's something that we can all try to do a little bit more, and be conscious of how others are feeling during this time in order to make sure that we can all get through this. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys liked these ideas. Maybe you found a little bit of inspiration, or you are going to tackle something that you've been wanting to do. I hope that this has been helpful, and I can't wait to make more videos for you guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. That would help me so much. And make sure to subscribe as well. And I hope you guys have a great day. I cannot wait to see where this whole channel goes. It's super exciting. And yeah, I think that's it for me. Have a great rest of your day, rest of your week, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.